What's up, everybody? So today I want to talk about taking care of yourself. As you can see, I got something to eat here. What I got is some roasted broccoli, cauliflower, and some steak. All this stuff is pre-cooked, frozen, and all I really have to do is heat it up. And I heat it up using the oven portion of the 3-in-1 microwave that I purchased. So it has the ability to bake, roast, air fry, and then microwave, of course. So for me personally, I run when I'm out here, and I mean, like, I run. I don't really take a lot of downtime, especially in the beginning or in the middle of my loads. I might stop at like a Walmart because I need some things or I'm looking for something specific. That's really about it. But I don't take a lot of time to just go, oh, I'm gonna stop and go do this, I'm gonna stop and go do that. I don't do a lot of that like some other drivers do. So because of that, I don't really get a large amount of time to, just kind of have leisure activities and things like that. I do my workouts most of the time when I stop to shut down for the shift and get my 10-hour rest. So I might work out before, then take a shower, then hop back in the truck and go to sleep. And then that way, when I get up, I can just do my inspection, boom, get running. Also, I tend to get to most of my deliveries early. And in a good majority of the time, they do take my loads early. There are some times that they won't. But for the most part, I usually get places early and they take the load early, which gets me onto a load one day early or several hours earlier. Say the load was due at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm showing up at 8 o'clock in the morning and they take the load off me in the morning. Now I just saved myself several hours, and that's several hours gained back that I can now run onto a new load. So that's how I tend to run. So because of that, like I said, I don't get a lot of leisure time and things like that. So I try, for the most part, to eat very healthy. I buy a lot of frozen vegetables. Most of my meats are frozen. I don't eat a large portion of the meat. So chicken, steak, that's primarily what I eat meat-wise. But I buy things like asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, some mixed veggies like peppers and things like that that are also frozen. And I try to get ones that have like some sort of a seasoning already on them so they have somewhat of a taste. Sometimes they don't. Not that big of a deal. But I also, actually, almost forgot, I do buy Italian sausage as well. I'll buy the Italian sausage links and I'll roast those, and then I'll cut those up and I'll make like some vodka sauce pasta. But I don't actually use pasta noodles. I use zucchini noodles, and I use that for my spaghetti as well. So like I have some frozen meatballs that I'll heat up a small portion of those. I got some spaghetti sauce, vodka sauce that I just mix in and all that. Once everything's all heated up and good to go. It's healthy, not heavy. I usually, for the most part, I eat heavy in the mornings, and then at the end of the day, I really don't eat heavy. Sometimes I might have a bowl of oatmeal, or I may not just even eat at night because I've been driving most of the day. So I eat heavy in the morning, don't eat heavy later in the day. So that way, what I take on in the morning, I'm burning as I'm up throughout the day, even though I'm not doing a lot of movement because I'm here in the truck. I mean, technically, I do dance in my seat while I be driving and listening to music, but you get what I mean. So that's important to me, because one of the things I don't want to do, and this is not to knock anyone's physique or anything like that, because if you're happy in your own skin, you're happy in your own skin. But for me, I do not want to be one of these guys that is out here with a huge stomach. I'm not trying to get like that. So I am very mindful about what I eat. Every now and then I will grab something to eat externally. I might get a breakfast burrito from Chick-fil-A, but for the most part, I don't really eat out. And that's for two reasons. That's health reasons, as well as me being fiscally conservative to save my money, to then use that money for other goals that I have, because my goals are more important than anything else. I mean, yeah, I eat out, and yeah, I can treat myself, and it'd be great in the moment, but all it does is just slow me down. Even if it is just $15 add up real quick, especially if you're continuously eating out. And depending upon where you're eating, you're spending $25, $30, sometimes $50 if you get fancy. So it's not to say that you shouldn't. This is just what I'm doing. So whatever works for you works for you. Everybody's got their own lifestyle, and I'm not trying to tell anybody what they should and should not do. I just want to talk about what I do for myself. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. I actually got my weights in the truck now, so I have just all I brought was like a set of 3. So I have my 10s and did I bring 3? Oh no, I brought 2 sets. So I have my 10s, and then I have my 25s in here to make it a little easier for doing some exercises. I actually don't do heavy weights. I do low weights, maximum reps. to me, that works out better for my personal physique, because I'm not trying to bulk up. I want to be lean. So the more repetitions I do at slightly heavier weights, I get the results that I'm personally looking for. I bought my other resistance bands, which will allow me to do some other exercises as well. So I'm keeping on top of myself for the most part. And then, of course, as you all know, as previously shown in some other videos, I have the pull-up bar here in the truck, so I can occasionally bust out some pull-up bars. And that thing holds my weight really well. And one of the things I was talking about was there's a possibility that since it is doing so well with holding my weight, I could actually potentially use that for doing sit-ups. So hang upside down, do some sit-ups, and now I'm not on the ground. So especially considering the fact that you can't really do sit-ups in the truck. I mean, you kind of can, depending upon what type of mattress you got in the space. If you have those smaller mattresses, the smaller truck mattresses that come with your truck when you first get it from Prime, you can flip that up and then use the frame of the bunk to do some sit-ups and things like that. But that just seems very uncomfortable to me. So I would much rather hang upside down. And actually, that's really good for your back to hang upside down as well, because you know that gravity, it pulls your spine to allow fresh blood to flow in between the vertebrae. So any of you that have back issues, that actually is helpful. It's essentially an inversion table. So just look at it that way. But yeah, I got some stuff that I'm going to be putting out soon. I got my drone back. That's been fixed. So now that the drone is back, I can actually start doing the aerial footage. I know I really haven't been doing a lot of uploads lately. That's just simply because I'm out here and I'm working. You know, YouTube is really not a priority for me. One of the things I keep telling people is that I'm not really trying to do anything with my channel. My channel is really more so me just documenting my journey, my experiences, as well as I may talk about some things that's completely unrelated to trucking and from time to time. But what I'll do is I'll make a completely separate playlist for things that are not associated to trucking. So you'll notice that I have the Prime playlist, the trucking playlist, to try and separate things from the Prime organization to just trucking in general. Some things are going to overlap and be in both playlists. But there will be some additional things that will be coming down the pipe as time goes on. But anyways, hope everybody's safe out there. I'll talk to you later. Peace.